Who's Barney?
Céad míle fáilte tá fáilte Rovers Jack. You're all very welcome to the StockHouse here in Trim on this beautiful summer's evening. I'm joined, Derek Warfield here, and joined by the Young Wolfe Tones, an augmented a band this evening with a special guest that I'll get to naming now in a short while. But I want to welcome you all once again to this, our fourth show here at the StockHouse. And what a wonderful opportunity it is for us to sing the songs that you love and that you've joined us this evening to sing along and to enjoy the great music and ballads and songs of Ireland. So we're going to start off with a ballad to bring you all together. Let's see you sing We're on the One Road. So come on, don't be shy. Let's let everyone join and let's let everyone sing.
You. I have to sing.
Someone put a bit of coal on that fire.
1, 2, 3.
We're on the one road, shining the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, we're swinging along, we're singing a soldier's song. And though we've had our troubles now and then, now is the time to make 'em up again. Sure aren't we all Irish anyhow? Now is the time to step together now. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, we're singing along, we're singing a soldier's song. Oh, a tinker, tailor, every mother's son, a butcher, a baker, shouldering his gun, a rich man, a poor man, every man a lion, all together just like our lines. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, we're singing along, we're singing a soldier's song. Oh, night is darkest just before the dawn. For on dissensions Ireland is reborn. Soon will all united Irishmen make our land a nation once again. We're on the one road, share the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Sing it out there, Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, we're swinging along, we're singing a soldier's song. One more time together. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, and maybe the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, we're swinging along, we're singing a soldier's song. Woo! Oh! Thank you very much, ladies, boys and girls out there watching, and those of you who's enjoying the great food here in the StockHouse there, eating your dinners and your grub. I hope you haven't. You'll only get the best food here in County Meath because it's the finest pastures in Europe, and the food comes.
County Meath, full stop.
No, I don't know. Now hold on a second. Now,
Yes,
Jesus.
but I'm joined tonight. Those of you that watch us regularly, you'll know that we have a couple of guests here this evening. A couple of old Young Wolfe Tones. Yes.
And I'm delighted to welcome all the way, indeed, from County Tyrone, Pádraig Mohan. And Pádraig is a well-known balladeer, a well-known singer, guitarist, and writer of ballads. And we're delighted to have him, especially coming from the great county, the Red Hand County of Tyrone. So you're very welcome, Pádraig.
The best country.
No, hold on a second now. Cavan nearly had something to say about that last week, but we didn't, unfortunately. But anyway,
Nearly.
that's another day's work. Anyway, it's all right. We'll forgive you.
When them old fellas are always scrapping.
I know. You're dead right, Derek. But it's only right. It's only right.
Well, I tell you, we have also a very, very special guest in this next man, because I know that when the Wolfe Town started, this young man was very much part of the band. Damaris's sister, I want you to give him a big buzz. If the Martians came down from Mars and they had a musical instrument, Jim Woods would be able to play them.
Fair play to me.
Just hint them.
Wow, that's the boat, is it?
So-
That's the cruise going.
This is Jim, and Jim has come all the way, indeed, from County Donegal.
Woohoo!
Tonight.
How we like
It's
Donegal.
the Ulster
Good,
invasion, that's what it is, tonight. So we're going to have a wonderful time, and of course we have Damaris with us and Wayne there all the way from County Offaly, so we're going to be here till 5 in the morning.
Oh, God.
But we're going to start with Pádraig's going to sing a great song. We'll stay in Ulster. The people that made this song popular were the McPig family from Belfast, and I heard them first sing the song way back in the early 1960s. It's a wonderful ballad. Tommy Makem sung it all his life. We're going to sing it for you now. Here's Pádraig to sing Will You Go, Lassie Go. So sing it out with us, the wonderful song.
Just a couple of shout-outs there. Bernadette Vidal is watching in. Geraldine Cottle. I know Kelly Zed is watching in as well. And Mary McCanny is watching in from Tampa as well. That always makes the sausage rolls when we're on the road. There's Raymond Smith. He's looking forward to seeing Pádraig and the lads in Castle Blaney on August the 13th. Fair play.
Lovely.
And Kelly Zed,
she w-
great lesson there.
She says she wonders why Jim is my sister. No, he's not my sister.
Twisted sister.
Did I say sister? Did I say brother? Yes, I did. My apologies.
That's all right,
there.
Derek. No, it's it's the heat. It's the heat.
There's Lou Lawrence Peters says whoop whoop. Dan Dober says happy Friday. Where's Milo? Milo's attending a very important function today, so he couldn't be here.
He just halved his debts.
Stuck with me.
He signed half his life away.
So there's Pierce Warfield watching in from Kilcark. Fair play, Pierce. So here we go.
Oh, beers.
Look smart. Let's go.
Patience. Patience. Hang on. Find me blue light.
Before we all melt.
You sound like Mr. Whippy.
Jeez, I'd love a whippy.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweet living, and the white mountainside goes around the blue.
How will you go, lassie, go?
And we
all go together to the white mountains high, all around the blooming heather. How will you go, lassie, go?
Well, I will build my love a time neon your crystal fainted, and on it I will find all flowers of myself.
How will you go, lassie, go?
And
We all go together to the white mountains high, all around the blooming heather. How will you go, lassie, go?
and ain't surely fighting others. When the white mountains high goes around the blue heaven, so we go, lassie, go, and we all go together to black white mountains high, all around the blooming heather. Oh, will you go, lassie, go? And we all go together to black white mountains high, all around the blooming heather. How will you go, lassie, go? Where would you get it of a Friday evening? I tell you what, that's the great Pádraig Mohan there, all the way from Cloyne, County Tyrone, and the beautiful song there, Will You Go, Lassie, Go. Now we're going to turn to Andreas. Andreas has always, indeed, put a passion into songs and ballads, and the wonderful gift that he has, the voice, that carries, indeed, the words in a passionate way. You're going to enjoy this next song. And you know, I think it's fair to say that the king in music was Elvis Presley. And Elvis has been the subject of many songs and many, many stories. And I have some to tell myself. But this next ballad reminds us that of the love that and the inspiration that was given through music by Elvis, and his words and songs, indeed, had no borders. It went all around the world. And this song, written by Richard Thompson, called Galway to Graceland. Here's Andreas to sing it for you now. Andreas.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you. All right. For all our Tennessee people out there.
We should tell you that here in Trim in County Meath, the summer has arrived.
Oh, my God. Absolutely. 82 degrees today for our American friends. 28 in Ireland.
I know that might be cool compared with some of the temperatures I see in California and Arizona. But for County Meath, this is, well, in County Meath, when it goes over 60 degrees, it's too hot.
Well, Derek, I thought I seen the boyne, but on the way up, I'm actually seeing it in front of you. It's like the boyne is rolling down your face.
Brian.
It's like rolling down your face.
Oh, yes.
It's so
hot. But it is rather warm, yes, of course. But
Bernadette
here's the
Vidal
great
says
song,
she's-
Galway to Graceland.
Bernadette Vidal is enjoying Andreas and his organ.
lovely.
There you go.
Beautiful.
There's Marianne Keeney-Stevens watching in again, as she does every single week. Hand clapping there from Raymond Smith. Florence Farden says, wow, sounding great. Thanks very much, Florence. Okay. Maureen is watching in there. She says, beautiful rendition. So fair play. Lou Peters has got a headphone. All the emojis. Geraldine Cottle says she loves your version, Pádraig. So there's Sherry watching in, says, hi, Pierce. Okay.
I think Milo sent in a thing. He says, I love your version too, Pádraig. That came in from Milo.
There's Rachel watching in there from Clearwater in Florida. Fair play, Rachel.
Whew.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
She dressed in the dark. She whispered amen.
was pretty and pink, like a young girl again. 20 years married, but you never thought twice. She sneaked out of the door, walked into the night. Her silver wings carried down the sea, from the west coast of Ireland to West Tennessee, to be with her sweetheart. She left everything, from Galway to Graceland, to be with the king. She was humming Suspicion, that's the song she liked best. She had Elvis tattooed, I love on her breast. They landed in Memphis, her heart beat so fast. She dreamed for so long she'd see him at last. She was down by his graveside day after day. Come closing time, they would drag her away to be with her sweetheart. She left everything, from Galway to Graceland, to be with the king. They came in the thousands, from the whole human race, to pay their respects at his last resting place. But blindly she knelt there, she told her of his dreams. She thought that she'd answered, and that's how it seemed. They dragged her away, it was handcuffs this time. She said, my dear man, are you out of your mind? Oh, can't you see that we're married? I'm wearing his red. I've come from Galway to Graceland, to be with the king. I've come from Galway to Graceland, to be with the king.
Well, I tell you what, there we go. That's the beautiful voice there of Andreas Durkin and the great song Galway to Graceland. A very, very special request for this next song, and I know that, and for the last one as well, we had many people ask us to repeat that song. By the way, it's available for download if you want to get it. We recorded it some years ago, as well as this ballad that was written by Paddy McGuigan back in August of 1971. And he wrote this song, indeed, a great song of resistance. It will stand the test of time because it was written, indeed, to remind the world of the injustice that so many families suffered in the 6 counties of the north of Ireland. And this ballad it was written by Paddy to remind the folks that back in the early 70s, the government in London went to war on the nationalist population in Ireland. This is the way they resisted in song, and we're indebted to the great Paddy McGuigan, who wrote so many great songs. The Irish Soldier Laddie, The Men Behind the Wire, The Boys of the Old Brigade. I mean, he left us a great legacy of wonderful songs, and this is one of my favorites, The Men Behind the Wire.
Yes, Said you nearly set your organ on fire with that one.
I didn't. I don't have to touch it this evening. It's on fire.
TMI. John O'Mahony.
Talk about the weather.
John O'Mahony says, hello, my good friends. Thanks. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. Every man must stand behind the men behind the wire. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. Every man must stand behind the men behind the wire. Through the little streets of Belfast in the dark of early morn, British soldiers came running, wrecking little homes with scorn. Heedless of the crying children, dragging fathers from the bed. Watch the scenes as helpless mothers watch the blood fall from the head. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. Every man must stand behind the men behind the wire. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. Every man must stand behind the men behind the wire. Oh, not for them a judge or jury, or indeed a crime at all. Being Irish means the guilty, so the guilty one and all. Round the world the truth will echo, Cromwell's men are here again. England's name again is sullied in the eyes of honest men. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. Every man must stand behind the men behind the wire. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. Every man must stand behind the men behind the wire. Proudly march behind our banner, fearlessly stand behind our men. We will have them free to help us build a nation once again. And the people step together, proudly marching on your way. Never fear or never falter, till the boys come home to stay. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. Every man must stand behind the men behind the wire. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons. Every man must stand behind the men behind the wire.
Wow. Thank you indeed, boys. And that's the great song written by Paddy McGuigan. And one of the many, many ballads that were written over the 70s and 80s to remind the world, indeed, of the injustice that so many people suffered in the 6 counties of the north of Ireland. And I want to thank you, indeed, for the many, many requests and emails that you sent in after last week's show. It's deeply appreciated that so many people take the time and trouble to watch this show around the world. And this evening, as I said, we're joined by a wonderful singer in Pádraig, and of course, behind here, Damaris's brother, Jim. Well, so,
Are you sure?
I'm Jim's sister.
yes, yeah.
Thank you.
Well, you know,
He has spoken.
well, we're going back now to Wayne from County Offaly, and I'd like to dedicate this to his mother and father, who were watching the show downstairs eating the grub. And Wayne is a credit to them. Not only is he a wonderful musician, but he sings songs with a passion and a belief, indeed, in the words they express. So he has a great value on our heritage and tradition. And I always say that he was very privileged to be one of the guides in Kilmainham prison, taking people around and showing them the stories behind the cells and the people that were incarcerated there. So here's Wayne to sing the lovely song, Nobody Sings It Better, Our Greater Passion, Wayne Berriton and the beautiful ballad, Grace.
Thank you.
One, two, three.
the chapel here in Kilmainham jail. I think about these last few weeks. Oh, would they say we failed from our school days? They have taught us we must yearn for liberty. Yet all I want in this dark place is to have you here with me.
Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. Just take me out at dawn and I must die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye.
Now I know it's hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I bear for these brave men, my love of this dear land. But when Padraig called me to his side down in the GPO, I had to leave my own sick bed. To him I had to go.
Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They take me out at dawn and I must sigh. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye.
Now as the dawn, it's breaking, my heart is breaking too. On this May morn, as I walk out, my thoughts would be with you. And I'll write some words upon the wall, so everyone will know I love so much that I could see his blood upon the road.
Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They take me out at dawn and I will sigh. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye.
No, there won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye.
And that's the great voice there of Wayne Berriton, all the way from Port Darlington, County Offaly. And thanks indeed for that song that's all about love of one's country, the love of two people for each other, and their love for liberty and freedom. And we thank you indeed for the so many requests that we've gotten over the years for that song. Damaris, you have some requests
Yes,
there
there's
too.
a few. Joe O'Sullivan, Geraldine Cottle, Richie O'Brien from the Great Band Dreams of Freedom is watching in there. He's his class. Raymond Smith says, lovely Wayne sounding. And Bernadette Vidal said, wonderful Wayne. So that's sticking now. Teresa Brown, yep. John O'Mahony, yeah. Ricardo Hill says, lovely Wayne. Shauna McInerney. No, nobody said hiya, Batman. Terry Durkin. Terry Durkin is celebrating 61 Fridays tuning into our show.
My God, fair play to you, Terry.
From Cincinnati, fair play. She says,
Absolutely.
we make her day every Friday. Should you make her?
That's for Dallin.
Hey, I'm Batman.
61 weeks when we started to perform on Friday through, thanks to Mr. Zoom, we had no idea that we would be still doing it in July of 2021. And I know that seems strange, but for musicians, performers, and those indeed on the stage performing acts, it's been a very difficult time. But we've managed to do a lot of things that we no time to do when we were on the road. So it's not all bad. And of course, we're getting the opportunity to continue this live shows here at the StockHouse here in Trim. I want to continue this time with a song that was the very first ballad that I recorded way back in, first album I ever recorded back in 1964 with the old band, the Wolfe Tones. And we recorded an album called The Foggy Dew. And that title was in 1964, with 2 years coming up to the 50th anniversary of the Easter Rising. It seemed like the appropriate title to give the album. The song itself was written by Father Charles O'Neill from County Down, and he used a very old County Down melody to the words he wrote. And it's one of the iconic and perhaps the seminal song of 1916. So we're proud to sing it for you once again here. The Foggy Dew as Down the Glen one Easter morn. And of course, we're joined by the wonderful playing of Jim Woods on the accordion. And we want to give a warm welcome once again to Pádraig Mohan all the way from County Tyrone. So here we go with The Foggy Dew.
Warm welcome is not the word.
It's a hot one. Means a hot evening. Very
Yes.
hot evening.
I even have a hot hat on, yes.
She left her hat on.
There's a sign up at the back that says, life is like an ice cream, enjoy it before it melts. I think we're about to melt.
Folks, just take a good long look at us there now, because we could be gone any second.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
As down the glen one Easter morn to a city fair rode I. There Ireland's lines of marching men in squadrons passed me by. No pipes that hung, no battle drum that sounded loud too. But the Angelus bell or the living swell rang out in the foggy dew. Right proudly high over Dublin town, they flung out the flag of war. 'Twas better to die 'neath an Irish sky than the Tubla or Sodel Bar. And from the plains of Royal Mead, strong men came hurrying through, while Britannia's sons with their great big guns sailed in through the foggy dew. Oh, the bravest fell and the requiem bell rang mournfully and clear. For those who died at the Easter tide in the springtime of the year. While the world it gazed with deep amaze at those fearless men but few,
who bore their fight that the freedom's light might shine through the foggy dew. Oh, the night fell black and the rifles crack. May the hideous Albion reel. May the laden rain 7 tongues of flame that shine o'er the lines of steel. By each shining blade a prayer was said, that to Ireland the songs be true. But when morning broke, still the war flag shook out its fold in the foggy dew. It was England bade our wild geese go, that small nations might be free. But their lonely graves are by Subla's waves on the fringe of the great North Sea. Oh, had they died by Pierce's side, or fought with Calroy, their names we would keep where the Fenians sleep, beneath the shroud of the foggy dew. Back through the glen I rode again, my heart with grief was sore, for I parted with those gallant men whom I'll never see no more. But to and fro in my dreams I go, I kneel and I pray for you, for slavery fled, oh glorious day, when you fell in the foggy dew. Great song. We're indeed grateful to Father Charles O'Neill for the wonderful ballad that he paid tribute to the men and women who gave back our national dignity to our country by their actions in Easter week of 1916. We remember them with pride. Now, I also remember this next man with pride, and the man that's going to sing it is a neighbour and of Aidan McAnespie. Now, Aidan McAnespie was one of the many, many men who were targeted and shot dead by the forces of the Crown in the north of Ireland. Aidan McAnespie was a man who loved this country, his traditions, his heritage, and that's the reason he was targeted. Unfortunately, he died a very young man, and this song was written by a neighbour. I think it was Jerry Cunningham wrote this song as a tribute to him, because as a tribute to his appreciation of the traditions and heritage he was born into, and he died for those reasons. And we'd like to remember him tonight. And no better man to sing this song than Pádraig, because coming from the neighbourhood that he did, he understands, indeed, I'm sure, the way people felt about Aidan. He was a wonderful person that stood up for his rights, his country, his people, his traditions, heritage. And here's Pádraig to sing the ballad of Aidan McAnespie.
It was on a Sunday evening, the sun shone from the sky. He walked his way to a giddy crowd, never thinking it's gonna take. And as he crossed the checkpoint, the sign of gunfire came, and news spread through little Arna Klein. Young maiden McNesby's dead. For years he was harassed by the forces of the crown. He went to work every day. He left his native town. The soldiers swore they'd get him, and for reasons no one can tell. But sure enough, they murdered him in cold blood on a sunny day. So why did you do it, or have you not the guts to say? You say it was an accident, or even a ricochet. And just like a local, like Gibraltar, your British lives are well renowned. For you murdered Aidan McNesby on his way to the Gaelic ground. When people heard the gunfire, Lord, it came from miles around. They saw this young man lying there, just dying on the ground. The flow of life was ebbing fast, but people tried their best. But that bullet wound, it was far too deep, how it tore right through his chest. So why did you do it, or have you not the guts to say? You say it was an accident, or even a ricochet. But just like Lockall and like Gibraltar, your lives are well renowned. You murdered Aidan McNesby on his way to the Gaelic ground. Now Aidan's life is ended. It's time for Judgment Day. A soldier jumped down from the tower. A coward, he ran away. God's curse upon you, England, another cruel deed you've done. But God will have the final say when your judgment day comes around. So why did you do it, or have you not the guts to say? You say it was an accident, or even a ricochet. And just like Lockall and like Gibraltar, British lives are well renowned. You murdered Aidan McNesby on his way to the Gaelic ground. Say it was an accident, That's the greatest crime of all. His heartbroken family, the worst they could fall. No white cross marks, but a lonely spot. Young Aidan was gone down as he walked on a Sunday evening just to play a sporting part. So why did you do it, sir? Have you not the guts to say? You say it was an accident or even a ricochet. And it's like a lock on your altar, where your lies are well renowned. For you murdered Aidan McAnespie on his way to the Gaelic ground. Yes, she murdered Aidan McAnespie, simply walking to a Gaelic ground.
Lovely.
Very, very nice. Thanks, Salid. You know, the one thing we miss is applause at the concerts here, and playing without an audience.
We have the emojis, and we have lots of people saying excellent, brilliant. All I can see is brilliant, wonderful, excellent, poignant, Porrick. You've been called? Poignant.
What does that mean?
Means you look good.
And we have our lovely people downstairs in the restaurant watching in as well. So I hope you're enjoying yourselves down there. And
Yes.
plenty of food, plenty of drink, and hope you're enjoying the music as well. So,
Well, here we go. This time it's the one back to Paddy McGuigan. The great songs. Here's the Boys of the Old Brigade. So let's see you to sing together one of the great songs that he wrote. So don't be shy. Let's see you. And thanks indeed for all the kind comments indeed on that songs and that last song from Porrick. Porrick, thanks a million. That's a great song. And,
Derek's nephew.
thanks to Jerry Cunningham. He did such a wonderful job in writing
Yes,
that ballad.
Magical Porrick and Cathal Warfield, your nephew Derek says superb. So there you go.
there you go.
So here we go with the men, or the Boys of the Old Brigade.
Boys, men, women, what is it?
Children.
I see that my brother Noel is in there. Noel, so we'll do this song especially for Noel and for Cathal down there in Clondalkin. And here's one of the favourites of mine, and I'm sure many of our audiences around the world. And a song that I was proud to sing in O'Connell Street in 1960 and outside the GPO to remind the folks of the importance of our song lore and the part it played in all our history, by reminding the world of the men and women that were part of our struggle for freedom. So here's the Boys of the Old Brigade.
One, two, three, four.
Oh, Father, why are you so sad on this bright Easter morn? When Irishmen are proud and glad of the land that they were born. Oh, son, I see in memory through a far-off distant days, and being just a lad like you, I joined the IRA. Together, where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? Oh, Gramacree, I long to see the boys of the old brigade. From hills and farms, the call to arms was heard by one and all. And from answer Ireland's call. 'Twas long ago we faced the foe, the old brigade and me. And by my side they fought and died, that Ireland might be free. Together, where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? Oh, Ramacree, I long to see the boys of the old brigade. Listen to that banjo and accordion. And now, my boy, I've told you why on Easter morn I sigh. But I recall my comrades all of dark old days gone by. I think of men who fought in glens with rifles and grenades. They haven't keep the men who sleep from the ranks of the old brigade. Together, where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? Oh, Ramacree, I long to see the boys of the old brigade. One more time. Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? Oh, Ramacree, I long to see the boys of the old brigade. Thank you very much indeed. There we go. We got an audience of two there. Yeah.
You make it sound like thousands.
Hello, girls. And boys.
Well, there we go. Well,
Come back.
we're going to finish off the first half. We're going to take a very short break, and we're not going to have any break tonight, but it'll be very short. We're going to tell you all about our cruise coming up next year in February, and don't forget we'll be hopefully back on the road performing live shows in September, August. I think we might be up in Derry. Yeah. Yes, in the end of August, so we're looking forward to that. And we can't wait, I think, to go into a live performing again, because it's been too long.
Absolutely, Derry. Too long. I think it's given for 28 degrees in Derry that day as well.
Yeah. I'm not going to go into all the reasons, but it's,
We'll kidnap you to Funcrana. We'll kidnap you to Funcrana then.
Woo, yeah. Oh, jeez, we're going on holidays again.
yeah, so from Buncrana. Jim is all the way from the great metropolis of Buncrana.
Some metropolis.
And yes,
Funcrana.
Fun crana that night.
yeah. God, I remember the time when the train used to go to Buncrana. That's something.
Who went to Buncrana?
Okay, well, here we go. We're going to finish up with Andreas to sing. And Andreas is... we had a request for Andreas to sing Four Green Fields, and a great song written by Tommy Makem. And I think they'll all agree that Tommy was a wonderful artist, performer. He wrote this song using the metaphor of Ireland as a woman, and a woman with four fields. And of course, Tommy, we owe a great deal to the legacy of Tommy Makem and the Clancy brothers, because they took the simple songs of Ireland and presented them in the greatest concert halls of the world to millions of people. And they raised the standard and gave artistic, indeed, credit to the many great composers of our song lore and tradition. So the Clancy and Tommy Makem should be ever remembered as a nation-building unit of music, because they gave, indeed, such a lift to the character of Irish song and music in their lifetime. So here's Andreas to sing the great ballad written by Tommy, Four Green Fields.
This one's especially for Mother T out there in Buncrana for her birthday.
Lovely.
1, 2, 3, 1.
What did I have? Said the fine old This proud old woman did say, I had 4 green fields, each one was a jewel, but strangers came and tried to take them from me. I had 5 strong sons, they fought to save my jewels. They fought and died, and that was my grief, said she. Long time ago, said the fine old woman. Long time ago, this proud old woman did say, there was war and death, plundering and pillage. My children starved by mountain, valley, and sea, and their wailing cries, they shook the very heavens. My 4 green fields ran red with their blood, said she. All right. What have I now? Said the fine old woman. What have I now? This proud old woman did say, I have 4 green fields, one of them's in bondage in strangers' hands, who tried to take them from me. But my 5 strong sons, as brave as were their fathers, my 4th green field will bloom once again, said she. My 4th green field will bloom once again, said she.
Thank you very much, Andreas, indeed, for Tommy Makeham's wonderful ballad there for Green Fields. And we're going to remind you now about a cruise, and we'd like you all to come along with us. And don't forget that you can get all our music and tapes and CDs if you go online, and Young Wolf Tones, everything is available. And I know that we'll be back in a short while with a song, and we're going to come back with a ballad that's been requested by many. Get out your black and tan. So it's coming up shortly. So enjoy yourselves, and
listen carefully to the words of Andreas as he talks about.
Oh, no, it's a
the great
voiceover.
It's the holiday of the year aboard the Caribbean Princess for Tim Finnegan's Irish Fun in the Caribbean Sun on their 3rd annual Caribbean cruise. Featuring a host of Irish stars including Derek Warfield and the Young Wolfe Tones, Kathy Durkin, All Folked Up, Funny Man Gary Gamble, Olivia Douglas, the talented Aoife Cunningham, and Damien Quinn. We'll set sail from Fort Lauderdale, Florida on February 6th for 7 nights of great fun. Visiting Princess Kay's private island in the Bahamas, St. Thomas in the US Virgin Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis. Enjoy your favorite cocktails, relax by the pool, swim in the warm seas, and much more. With prices starting from $12.99 per person sharing, it's the best value on the high seas. All cabin prices include your drinks package, unlimited Wi-Fi, all your onboard gratuities, and port taxes. For details on how to book this trip of a lifetime, email Sarah f@uniquetrav.com or telephone 001 561 495 5775. So join us for some Irish fun in the Caribbean winter sun in February 2022. You don't want to miss it. It's the holiday of the year aboard the Caribbean Princess for Tim Finnegan's Irish Fun in the Caribbean Sun on their 3rd annual Caribbean cruise. Featuring a host of Irish stars including Derek Warfield and the Young Wolfe Tones, Kathy Durkin, All Folked Up, Funny Man Gary Gamble, Olivia Douglas, the talented Aoife Cunningham, and Damien Quinn. We'll set sail from Fort Lauderdale, Florida on February 6th for 7 nights of great fun. Visiting Princess Kay's private island in the Bahamas, St. Thomas in the US Virgin Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis. Enjoy your favorite cocktails, relax by the pool, swim in the warm seas, and much more. With prices starting from $12.99 per person sharing, it's the best value on the high seas. All cabin prices include your drinks package, unlimited Wi-Fi, all your onboard gratuities, and port taxes. For details on how to book this trip of a lifetime, email Sarah f@uniquetrav.com or telephone 001 561 495 5775. So join us for some Irish fun in the Caribbean winter sun in February 2022. You don't want to miss it.
say hello out there to Noel McGuinness, Suzanne as well, and Cormac. So I know they're watching in the show. It's the one band member we miss the most. He's always he's been part of the
We
band
have a
for
hijack here, Damaris. A hijack. B flat. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Damaris. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Right, give us a blow there, Damaris.
I don't think I can balance this on my head and play the banjo at the same time.
We're going to start off. That's Damaris's birthday.
That's a good play.
It starts on the 8th of July and it goes on until the 20th. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mick.
Thanks, Mick.
The 2-week birthday, and thanks indeed, Mick. And this is a very special request for Ted. Ted is downstairs eating the grubby grub. He's having a grand old feed.
Good man,
But
Ted.
he wants to polish it off with a great song, one of the great songs of resistance, Get Out You Black and Tans. So we're asking you all to join in the spirit of the song, so let's see you sing together, join together, Get Out You Black and Tans. Of course, the great ballad was written by Dominic Bean, and let's see join together and sing with us, Get Out You Black and Tans. Here we go. And of course, the Black and Tans were in Ireland back in 1921, 100 years ago. But this is one of the many songs that was written about them, the terror that they caused in Ireland. Thank you.
Is that you, Ted?
Good man, Ted.
Hello, Ted. Derek, stopping traffic here.
Good man, Ted.
One, two, three, four.
I was born on a Dublin street where the Lyle drums that beat. Those loving English feet that walked all over us. And every single night, when my dad would come home tight, he'd invite the neighbours out with this chorus. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your white value and medals down in Flanders. And how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lakes of Killashandra. Come tell us how you slew them old Arabs 2 by 2. Like the Zulus, they had spears and bow and arrows. Bravely you faced one with your 16 pounds of gun. You frightened them natives to tomorrow. Come out, you black and tan, come out and fight me like a man. Show you white value and medals down in Flanders. And how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lakes of Killashandra. Come tell us how you slew them old Arabs 2 by 2. Like the Zulus, they had spears and bow and arrows. Bravely you faced one with your 16 pounds of gun, and you frightened them natives to tomorrow. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show you white value and medals down in Flanders. And how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lakes of Killashandra. Come let us hear you tell how you slandered great Parnell, and you taught them well and truly persecuted. What are the sneers and jeers you loudly let us hear when our leaders of 60 were executed? Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man, and show your white value and medals down in Flanders. How the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lakes of Killashandra. Well, the time is coming fast. I think the day is near when each Jonian will run before us. And if there'll be a need, well, our kids will say Godspeed, but a verse or two of singing this by chorus. Come out, you black and tan,
Chandra.
I was born on a Dublin street where the loyal drums did beat. Those loving English feet to walk all over us. And every single night when me dad would come on tight, he'd invite the neighbours out with the chorus.
Come at you black and tan, come on and fight me like a man. Show you how you won medals down in Flanders. How the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lakes.
One more time together, Lindsay.
Come at you black and tan, come on and fight me like a man. Show you how you won medals down in Flanders. How the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lakes of Chandra.
Listen to that banjo now. Tear it away. Black and Tans with the Beethoven finish. Yes, there we go. That's the touch of the old Ludwig there to finish it off. Yeah, well, we're going to feature now the wonderful talent of Jim Woods and Damaris Woods, and they're going to play a couple of reels together. And I think you'll all know that not only are both of these brother and sister are wonderful musicians, but they're also wonderful teachers. And they are great teachers indeed of the traditions that we love of Irish music. And they've taught, in fact, one of Damaris's pupils is standing right at the right there in the shape of Pádraig Mohan. I remember Pádraig coming to the classes in Cavan and telling me that he couldn't sing. I can't sing, he says. I can't sing. I said, you're singing tonight, man. And he's been singing ever since. But and also, you're going to enjoy this piece of music. So, folks, here they are to play together. So,
is this with the bar one in the middle of it? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you tell me.
I don't mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Between the two tunes, look at your stop.
This is Sister Act.
Oh, look at your stop.
Sister Act, here we go. Yeah. Raise them high, raise them high.
Where's our nun's outfit? Sister Act?
He's solo.
Solo.
My home
We'll try.
solo. Right.
You've given it away now.
Never give you away.
as you get it. I tell you what, folks, get on a big little bus. That's the Fox Hunters reel there, and you wouldn't have heard it played any better and with more passion than the last rendition. So thanks to all of you out there, and thanks to the great tune. This time we're going to have Pádraig to sing Celtic Symphony, and he's no better man to sing this ballad, and here he is with his own Tyrone accent. I always say that looking at the accents of Ireland, I hope they never die, because I always think there's great beauty in all the accents that we have around the country, and it's great to see them being imitated by many people. Yeah, and it's hard to do a Tyrone accent, but Pádraig has a wonderful voice and melodic voice, and he's going to sing this great song that we recorded, the Wolfe Tones. We recorded this song back in 1988 on the 100th anniversary of the Celtic Football Club. And of course, I've been a big supporter of Celtic since the early 60s. And this song, of course, celebrates the wonderful song lore that's attached to the club. The envy of every club in the world, I always say. Every club would love to have, indeed, the followers that follow Celtic. There's never any trouble. They just love the club too much to tarnish any aspect of its reputation. And it's always been sung, every aspect, indeed, of Celtic, since it was founded back in 1982. And it was Celtic Park was opened by the great patriot Michael Davitt. And the song that was sung was God Save Ireland. And but ever since, its association with Ireland has never been lost. But it's one of pride, and it's one of passion and sport. And here's Pádraig to sing Celtic Symphony. And a very special request for Dallin and Oren, who are watching at home. And Dallin, I'd like to have him on stage, and he does it. He's a man that can imitate a lot of accents, including the Dublin one, very good. So this is a request for Dallin and Oren, and here's Celtic Symphony.
Yeah, the guys will be home tomorrow, Dallin and Oren. Tomorrow, they'll be home tomorrow.
Tomorrow week.
It's like how the two boys said they're going home at Christmas.
Yep, take it away, boss.
1,
It was far across the sea, and the devil got a hold of me, wouldn't set me free. He kept my silver ransom, na 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 na. And I said, a man from Glasgow town, I rode this world around and round. Ain't a thing that I have found on my days of wonder. Na 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 na. But I could see his evil eyes, and he took me by surprise. Take me to your paradise, I wanna see a jungle. Na 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 na. Here we go again. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. We're on our way to paradise. We love the jungle deep. That's where the lions be. But then those evil eyes, they have no place in paradise. Graffiti on the wall, as the sun was going down. Graffiti on the wall. Ourselves, the ourselves. Graffiti on the wall that says we're magic, magic. Graffiti on the wall, graffiti on the wall. And it says ooh ah up da da, say ooh ah up da da, ooh ah up da da, say ooh ah up da da, say what? Ooh ah up da da, say ooh ah up da da, ooh ah up da da, say ooh ah up da da, ooh ah up da da, say ooh ah up da da, ooh ah up da da, say ooh ah up da da. Whoa! We went to Snuggle Tree, but a paradise that we the sequels in order to fall away. Her waltzing with the ladies, na 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 na. From the Amazon to Borneo, from Africa to Tokyo, all the songs of the world. Nowhere could I listen. Na 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 na. Na 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 na, rain and circles everywhere. Turn to the alley to say, I think you're leading me astray. I want your sorry boy. Na 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 na. Here we go again. Here we go. We're on the road again.
On the road sometime.
On the road again.
Maybe this year.
To paradise, we love the jungle deep, and that's where the light is seen. But in those evil eyes, they have no place in paradise. Graffiti on the wall, as the sun was going down, and sing graffiti on the wall. It says, graffiti on the wall, that says we're magic, we're magic. Graffiti on the wall, graffiti on the wall, graffiti on the wall. And it says ooh ah up da da, say ooh ah up da da, say that. Ooh ah up da da, say ooh ah up da da, ooh ah up da da, say ooh ah up da da, ooh ah up da da, say ooh ah up da da, ooh ah up da da, say ooh ah up da da, ooh ah up da da, say ooh ah up da da.
Where would you get it? That Celtic Symphony there. And thanks indeed to our audience downstairs there eating the grub. I hope you're having a great time. That's Celtic Symphony.
Oh God. What are we doing now?
So, I think they will.
Derek, I'll play a tune.
Yes.
I'll play a tune.
Yeah, and the fiddle, yes.
Can I play a tune?
So, are you going to play a tune together now, right?
Hope you're having a good time out there, folks, and enjoying your evening's session wherever you are, whether it be at home or whether it be maybe in a pub somewhere they have it playing live. Somewhere in the world, so we're glad you're out there. Aren't we, Derek?
Yes.
Yes.
We're having a grand time here anyway. So that was Pádraig indeed with Celtic Symphony. This time we're going to go back to song and be back to Andreas with a ballad. Katie Daly, request for this one. Oh, you're going to the tune? Okay. I thought you were going to do a drink.
And then we're going to dedicate this tune to Seamus Murray. And Seamus Murray is 700. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I read it wrong. He's 70. He's 70. I'm sorry. Sorry. The last one we got was 111. It turned out the poor man was ill. But anyway, so, you see, you can't be too careful with these requests, you know. You can't be too careful. Anyway, Seamus Murray, he's downstairs, am I right? Yes. Happy birthday, Seamus, on your 70th birthday. And Damaris and Jim are going to play a tune. What is it called?
He sat with Ted.
He's sitting with Ted. Ted and Seamus. Father Ted and Father Seamus. Yeah. There you go.
Good one.
Oh, God. We're going to dedicate these tunes to you. And the Twisted Sisters are sussing out what they're going to play. Oh, do you know that one? Yes, I know that one. Yeah, don't you? Yeah, we'll do that one. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was eavesdropping. Oh God.
Just give a shout out there to Eamon that was our special guest there a couple of weeks ago. Eamon McDonough and his father Marcin is sitting down there now in the audience.
Howdy, Marcin.
One of 3 people of an audience plus soundmen. So fair play.
Especially for Seamus. Happy birthday, Seamus. He's with Ted. Him and Ted are an item. Somebody told me. No.
And Marcin told us everything we know. Is that right, Marcin?
Oh God. You have to have a bit of fun. Oh Lord.
Hello, Paul. Don't forget, folks, if you like our show and you want to get our music, you go to our website and you can download all our music and song. And most of the ballads that we sung tonight are available on our CDs that we've done. We have a new one coming out.
Everything's on
and
one
it's all
time in
completed
Bandcamp.
during the COVID. And if you want to get it, it's coming out very shortly. Yes, it's on its way.
COVID
It's been
album.
born.
The COVID album.
All of our albums are on Bandcamp. So one time in Bandcamp.
One
you
time
can-
in Bandcamp.
And Derek always says if you buy one of his CDs and you take it home and you don't like it, send it back and he'll send you one he doesn't like.
Very good. Can I just give a shout out? We just got a request in on a comment in from to our soundmen,
John.
to Darren and Stephen, who are doing a great job. Well done, lads. Just
Darren,
getting,
yes.
we're getting us.
Fair play.
They can't see you, but they can hear you and watch you and whatever. So there you go. The lads behind the cameras on action. G, yeah.
G into A, yeah.
Lovely.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't try and do a jump out of that one, that's for sure. Thanks there to the Maris and Jim there for the wonderful tunes, and also, indeed, for Pádraig. And I know that all of you that are watching and enjoying the music, I know that this is not a real life show, but it's the next thing to it. And we're very grateful to all at the StockHouse here for bringing us over here every Friday to perform to the audience that are eating downstairs. And we're enjoying the music, and I hope they are too. And I think you couldn't help enjoy the last bit of music, so thanks indeed to the folks there with the wonderful tune. So we're going to come back to Pádraig once again. He's going to sing The Streets of New York. And I wanted to dedicate this song to all those who served in the NYPD, my many good friends who spent a lifetime. And this song was a tribute to their devotion and not their commitment to their city and their communities. And it was back in the 60s that I first met Inspector Pierce Marr at the Festival of Kerry in the early 60s. And he had just founded the Emerald Society Police Band. And I said to him, I said, you know, you should have the band play more Irish tunes rather than Scottish tunes. And that changed very rapidly because he was able to get in contact with other people. And but he made the NYPD band a badge of honor for the Irish community in America, and particularly in New York City, where there was great pride with the lifelong commitment that so many of these young men, many of them, most of them that were born in America of Irish parents, but many that were born in Ireland. And this song is a tribute to them. I was very, very honoured to play at their ball, at their year-long celebration of their every year for many years. So we dedicate this to all the those who have passed away, Pierce Marr and Finbar Devine and all of those great men. So here's Pádraig to sing.
Come on, Derek.
I was 18 years old. I went down to Dublin with the stolen money, a yard of old dreams. Take your time, say me, Father, some rusty night hell. Remember us now, they'd say to me. For us fellas, we got you for the coat on your back, for the watch that you got from your mother. Take care of me on buckle and mind yourself well when you give us rain on Sydney River. At the time of compared, he was a policeman in Brooklyn. Before the August heated after the fall. Well, the phone call from America sent that light over. The young fella said it wouldn't do any harm. For I spent my life working this dirty old ground. A few pints of porter and a smell of a pine. Please, maybe there's something in all you see can bring it back home. Make it easy on me. Well, I landed at Kennedy. I big yellow taxi carry me on me bike to the streets of the rain. Well, me I was stopping, I ran with excitement. They hardly even heard what the driver was saying. I came in the sharp party with the light lines in Brooklyn. Me uncle's apartment on East 53rd. I was feeling so happy. Was humming a song, I sang it as free as a bird. This short in the story where they found out the day Mary Benji got shot down in an uptown parade. When I was flying my way to New York, where Betty was lying on a cold city bar. So I phoned up the old fella, told him my news. Take heed, honey, stand up in his shoes. And he wept as he told me, go ahead with the plan, man, not to forget to be a proud Irishman. So I went up to Nelly's, signed for the road, started to lay the bar, lifting the load. But the heaviest thing and I carried that evils, the bittersweet thoughts, my hometown today. Went home at December, cause the earth fell down. Had to borrow all the money from a fellow on the side. I know the brave flowers I'm rescued tonight. The poet's face of me for her. I sold up the old farm for what it was worth. Into me box, stick a handful of earth. I wanted a dream, and I caught me a plane, and I found me sat back in the US again. It's been 22 years since I said what in Dublin. The kids know to use the correct knife and fork. But I'll never forget the green grass on the river as to keep law and order on the streets of New York. Here we go. La 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 la.
Well, there you go, and we're even getting applause now. How about that? We can hear
downstairs,
the
come
applause
downstairs.
from the people eating the grub. Yes, well, don't let the chicken bones now stuck in your throat. Yes. This is Andreas, and Andreas is going to sing Katie Daly.
I'm glad you said bones.
His favourite song, and about illegal whiskey. And if any of you want to drop a putchie and see Andreas afterwards.
Come to Cavan. Plenty of it in Cavan.
Some comments.
Apparently I ate chicken balls the other night, I don't remember.
Roosters.
Not like Derek.
TMI.
So here we go.
Andreas, it was probably in Coot Hill.
Katie Daly, God love her. She was a woman that was brewing whiskey in Tipperary for years, and she was run out of the country because the excise people in London heard about it, and they wanted to her to give them the recipe for the whiskey or stop making it, and she emigrated to America, went to Tennessee.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And she met this fella in Tennessee.
Did she?
Yes.
What was his name?
His name was Jim Beam.
I wasn't expecting
And she
that.
gave him the magic recipe, yes. She also gave a
Told
touch
me
of
it was
the
Jack
recipe
Daniels.
to
You said it was Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels as well, yeah. They both got it. Yeah.
Love potion number 9.
She wasn't, she liked to give
Was it,
away a recipe.
Love Potion number 9 there,
Love
Derek.
potion number 9. Now that I want to see, Derek, before the end of this series. I want to see you singing Love Potion number 9.
We've all seen it, except for Andreas.
I'll pay to see it.
Okay, here he is with Katie Daly. Come on.
Oh, God. Just a regular Friday night.
Right.
From next week on, we're calling ourselves the Young Innuendos.
What's this wee business?
I'd like to include everybody.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Katie Daly.
1, 2, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Come down the mountain, Katy Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katy Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. Everybody, come down the mountain, Katy Daly. Come down from the mountain, Katy Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew.
But our old man Katie came from Tipperary in the pioneer year of 42. Our old man, he was shot in Tombstone City for the making of the Irish Mountain Dew. All right,
Come down the mountain, Katy Daly. Come down from the mountain, Katy Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew.
wake up and pay attention, Katie Daly. I'm the judge that's calling saying it's you. And all the boys in court have drank your whiskey. And to tell the truth, you Kate, I drank some too. Hey!
Come down the mountain, Katy Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katy Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew.
All right! So off to jail they took her Katie Daly. But very soon the case they opened wide. An angel came for poor old Katie Daly and took her far across the great divide. Hey!
Come down the mountains, Katy Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katy Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew.
Well, at the Golden Gates there stood poor Katie. St. Peter said, good brewers, they are few. So step inside the Golden Gates, good Katie, and start to brew your heavenly Mountain Dew. Hey!
Come down the mountain, Katy Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katy Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish.
You're on your own. Let's see you downstairs. Come on.
Come down the mountains, Katy Daly.
Everybody!
Come down from the mountains, Katy Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain.
One more time!
Come down the mountains, Katy Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katy Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Where would you get it? A great song there from Andreas and Katie Daly. This time, we're going to ask you all to join with a couple of songs. We're starting with a ballad from Limerick, Sean South from Garryowen. So I got those hands clapping and toes tapping. This is a very special request indeed for Teresa, who asked for this ballad. So Teresa, here's your request, Sean South from Garryowen, the great ballad that remembers Sean South and Fergal O'Hanlon and goes back and one of the songs that I've been singing since the early 60s. So let's see you jam together. Sean South from Garryowen. Get those hands clapping, toes tapping, put down your knives and forks and let's see you sing.
Well, once again, I hope you all enjoying yourselves downstairs and And don't forget, folks, our cruise is coming up in February 2022. We want you to come along with us and host the stars. We got ourselves, we've got Kathy Durkin, we got Olivia Douglas, we've got Pádraig Mohan and All Folked Up. Thank you, Derek. And we got the funny man Gary Gamble, or Daniel O'Double as we call him. And of course, the lovely and talented Aoife Cunningham is coming along. So we want you to come along with us. Check our website, Facebook, Instagram for all details. And we hope to see you on board.
Bring your own paddle.
Yeah, bring your own oars. Just in case, folks. Just in case. Do what? Yeah, we don't even mention that word. Oh, you said if anyone gets covered in... Yeah, just jump overboard. Is that what... Yeah.
Andres probably did it. So we had a great song this time, Sean South and Gary Owen. So join in the spirit of the song there. We're having great fun here at the StockHouse. And we want you to have fun with us. So out there, if you're watching at home, enjoy this music and enjoy the song. And let's hear you sing with us. Sean South from Gary Owen.
God. Oh. Right.
Sad are the homes round Gary Owen since they lost their joy and pride. And the banshee cry rings every vale along the Shannon side. That city of the ancient walls, the broken treaty stone, undying fame surrounds your name. Sean South from Gary Owen. 'Twas on a dreary New Year's Eve as the shades of night came down. A lorry load of volunteers approached that border town. There were men from Dublin and from Cork, Fermanagh and Tyrone. And the leader was a Limerick man, Sean South from Gary Owen. And as they moved along the street up to the barrack door, they scorned the danger they might face, the fate that lay in store. They were fighting for old Ireland to claim their very own. And the foremost of that gallant band was South from Gary Owen. Isn't that accordion? But the sergeant spied their daring plan. He spied them through the door. The stem guns and the rifles pealed a hail of dead roar. And when that awful night was past, to men lay as cold as a stone. There was one from near the border and one from Gary Owen. Oh, no more he will hear the seagull cry or the murmuring Shannon tide. But he fell beneath the northern sky, brave Hanlon by his side. They have gone to join the gallant band of Plunkett, Pearce and Tone. And Mother far old Ireland was south from Gary Owen. There's the uniform that's hanging in what's known as Father's Room. A uniform so simple in its style. It's got no braid of silk, but the battle of the tune. Mother has preserved it all the while. One day she made me try it on, which of mine for years. In memory of your father, dear, she said. And when they put the summer on, and she was smiling through her tears, she placed the broad black river on me head.
It's just a broad black river, ribbons faded torn by the careless lips of many's a mountain breeze.
An old trench coat,
that's a battle stained and worn,
and breeches almost
threadbare,
a Sam Brown belt,
a Sam Brown belt with a buckle big and strong,
a holster that's been empty many's a day.
but not for long.
But when men came Ireland's freedom, I wanted to leave them aware the broad black river of the IRA. Of the uniform being worn by me father long ago, when he meets me mother's homestead on the run. It was the uniform being worn in that little church below, and her father Mackie blessed the pair as one. And after truce and treaty and the parting of the ways, he wore it when he marched with the rest
And the best,
and when they bore his body down, that rugged head, the brave, they placed a broad black river on his vest.
it's just a broad black river, ribbons frayed and torn by the careless lips of many's a mountain
An old
breeze.
trench coat,
An old trench coat, that's a battle stained and worn,
and breeches almost threadbare at the knees.
a Sam Brown belt with the buckle big and strong,
A hustler that's been empty many's a day.
but not for long.
But when men came Ireland's freedom, the one to choose to lead them away the broad black river of the IRA. It's just a broad black river,
Ribbons faded and torn,
by the careless whisk of many's a mountain breeze. An old trench coat,
an old trench coat,
that's a battle stained and worn, and breeches almost threadbare at the knees. A Sam Brown belt,
a Sam Brown belt with the buckle big and strong,
a holster that's been empty many's a day.
not for long.
When came Ireland's freedom, the one to choose to lead them away the broad black river of the IRA. Have you heard about the big strong man? He lives in the caravan. Have you heard about the Jeffrey Johnson fight? Oh Lordy, what a hell of a fight! Well, you could take all the heavyweights you got.
What's he got?
You got a lad who could beat the whole lot.
The whole lot.
Oh well, he used to ring the bells in the belfry. Now he's going to fight. Jack Dempsey was my brother. Sylvester.
What's he got?
He got a row of 30 medals on his chest.
Big chest.
Oh well, he killed 50 bad men in the West, and he knows no rest. Bigger the man.
Hell's fire,
Don't push, just shove. Ready room for you and me. He's got an arm, like a leg,
Ladies' leg.
and the punch stop will sink a battleship.
A big ship.
Oh well, it takes all the army and the navy to put the wind up Sylvester. Oh well, he thought he'd take a trip to Italy,
Joe!
and he thought that he'd go by sea.
What for pizza?
Well, he jumped off the harbour in New York, and he swam like a man made of cork.
Master,
He saw the Lusitania in the Strait.
Come on, Italy!
Well, he put the Lusitania on his chest.
Big chest.
He drank all the water in the sea, and he walked all the way to Italy. That was me brother, Sylvester.
What's he got?
A row of 40 medals on his chest.
Big chest.
Well, he killed 50 bad men in the West. He knows no rest. Bring it, man.
Hell's fire,
Don't push, just shove. Ready room for you and me. It's got an arm, like a leg,
Ladies' leg.
and a punch that will sink a battleship.
Big ship.
Well, it takes all the army and the navy to put the wind up Sylvester. Oh, well, he thought he'd take a trip to old Japan, and it turned out the whole brass band. He played every instrument he got. Like a lad, sure he beat the whole lot. And the old church bells were ringing.
Ding dong.
The old church choir were singing. They all turned out to say farewell to my big brother Sylvester. That was me brother Sylvester.
What's he got?
A row of 40 medals on the chest.
Big chest.
Well, he killed 50 bad men in the West. He knows no rest. Bigger the man.
Hell's fire,
Don't push,
just shove.
Ready to for you and me. It's got an arm, like a leg,
Ladies' leg.
and a punch that will sink a battleship.
Big ship.
Oh well, it takes all the army and the navy to put the wind up Sylvester. Thank you very much indeed, folks. That's the big strong man, and before that, the broad black river. I nearly forgot how to put it on my hat for a while there. and Sean South and Gary Owen. This time we'll go back to Wayne for his last song this evening. And Wayne is going to sing for us a great old Dublin song. And you're all waiting for the Dublin leading song now, yeah? You're all waiting for
Lots
one,
of
yeah?
requests there. Louise is lots of emojis there. Damien Quinn says, Andreas, don't believe me stranded because I'm going on the cruise as well. So
Sorry, Damien.
Damien Quinn.
Sorry, Damien. Apologies. Sure, come along.
Yes.
McKinnon
kidding.
says,
Damien is with us as well. Damien Quinn, the great Damien Quinn. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, Damien, the great Celtic man. We had Damien out in Las Vegas for us last year, and what a great talent he is.
Oh, we were actually just testing to see was he watching. That's what it was, wasn't it, Derek?
oh yeah,
We were just testing to see was
just
he
checking
watching.
him out. Was he interested in what we're doing? Like, you know,
Yeah.
what are we trying? We do a set of tunes.
Maybe
special
you
guest,
let
yeah.
Wayne do a song for us, right?
Okay.
Yes. So Wayne is going to sing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The great Dublin song that Jimmy O'D made popular. I know that Jimmy O'D was a legend in Dublin, and certainly was a wonderful stage man, great stagecraft, and you know I often feel that those men and comedians that had that put on pantomimes and shows in Dublin never really got the recognition they deserved in terms of the talent that they had, and. But this is one song, I think it was Harry O'Donovan that wrote the ballad, and it's said to have been based on the journey down Moore Street when they were talking to the dealers down there, and they come back and they wrote the song afterwards. And I know that Jimmy O'D used to often say that he asked the dealers, they looked very thin, the fish, they didn't look right. And the dealer asked them, he said, do you want to eat them? She says, I just sell them. I don't swim around with them in Dublin Bay.
Lovely. Yeah, that was a great one, Derek. Absolute. Thank you. That's the cue for the toilet, if anyone's wondering.
I agree.
And they're-
You may travel from Clare to the county Kildare, from Dublin right down to Macroom. Ah, but where would you see a fine widow like me, Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the coombe? I'm a scrap of a widow, I live in a place in Dublin, it's known as the coombe. Oh, me comfort in ease, sure no king could excel, and me palace it consists of one room. By Patrick Street corner for 35 years, sure I stood at me stall, it's no lie. And while I stood there, sure there's no one would dare to say the black was the white of me eye. You may travel from Clare to the county Kildare, from Dublin right down to Macroom. Ah, but where would you see a fine widow like me, Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the coombe? Me boys, Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the coombe. I sell apples and oranges, nuts and split peas, bullseyes and those sugar sticks sweet. On a Saturday night I sell second-hand clothes from me stall on the floor of the street. Now I have a son, make sure he plays on the fife. He belongs to the Longford Street Band. It would do your heart good just to see him march out on a Sunday to Sandymount Strand. You may travel from there to the county Kildare, from Dublin right down to Macroom. Ah, but where would you see a fine widow like me, Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the coombe? Me boys, Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the coombe. Banjo. I sell fish on a Friday, layouts on the boards. It's the finest you'll find in the sea. Oh, the best is me herrings, fine Dublin Bay herrings. Sure, there's herrings for dinner and tea. In the park on a Sunday, sure I make a fine dash, as the neighbours they look on in surprise. With me Aberdeen shawl throwing over me head, oh, I dazzle the sights of their eyes. You may travel from Clare to the county Kildare, from Dublin right down to Macroom. Ah, but where would you see a fine widow like me? Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the gloom. Fresh fish, Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the gloom.
So where would you get it? Great Dublin song there from Wayne, and thanks indeed all of you out there for sending in requests and all the nice comments indeed about our songs and about our music. And this time we're going to feature for the last time the Maris and Jim, and they're going to play a couple of reels before they before we go. But I do want to tell you that we'll be back next week here at the StockHouse, and we hope you'll all join us. Tell your friends to look in on the shows. They'll always be up there on the internet. You can always see them, and they're a bit of entertainment for, I'm sure if you're having a party, you can join in the fun and the songs and the sentiments they express. They give great joy to lots of people, I know, because I've been singing those songs for the past 55 years. So here's a couple of tunes. What's it going to be?
A couple of tunes here. The Pretty Girls of Gory. Pretty Girls of Gory and the Silver Spear.
It's the green grass of glory and the silver spear.
The Pretty Girls of Gory
We love
and the
them.
Silver Spear. I thought you were going to say the pretty girl from Oma.
In the county of Tyrone. Especially for Warwick.
Ready? E minor to A.
Yep.
Yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
again. There we go. Well, there's some say the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead and buried in Killarney. But more say he rose again, more say he rose again, more say he rose again and joined the British Army. Yes, some say he was always in it. He never had to join. But here's a great famous song from Kerry.
Is he buried in Clonmany?
Not many. Could be Culdaf, maybe. Yeah.
Or fun Crana.
He could be in Buncrana, yes. Yeah.
There's plenty of devils up there anyway. Kinky.
1, 2,
Oh, Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead and buried in Killarney. More say he rose again, more say he rose again, more say he rose again and joined the British Army. Oh, feed the pigs and milk the cow and milk the cow and milk the cow. Oh, feed the pigs and milk the cow early in the morning. Huck a leg of Paddy dear, I'm over here.
Huck a leg of Paddy dear.
It's time to stop your yawning. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead and buried in Killarney. More say he rose again, more say he rose again, more say he rose again. Join the British Army. Oh, Katie, she is tall and thin, she's tall and thin, she's tall and thin. Katie, she is tall and thin, she likes her drops of brandy. Drinks it in the bed each night, drinks it in the bed each night. She drinks it in the bed each night and makes her nice and randy. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead and buried in Killarney. More say he rose again, more say he rose again, more say he rose again. Join the British Army. Oh, my man is 6 foot tall, 6 foot tall, 6 foot tall. My man is 6 foot tall, likes his sugar candy. He goes to bed at 6 o'clock. He goes to bed at 6 o'clock. He goes to bed at 6 o'clock. He lives in fat and bandy. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead and buried in Killarney. More say he rose again, more say he rose again, more say he rose again. He joined the British Army. The wife she bought a hairy thing, a hairy thing, a hairy thing. The wife she bought a hairy thing, showed to me and son. She bought it in the furrier shop. She bought it in the furrier shop. She bought it in the furrier shop. She shows it up on a Monday. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead and buried in Killarney. More say he rose again, more say he rose again, more say he rose again and joined the British Army. Some say the devil is dead, the devil is dead, the devil is dead. Some say the devil is dead and buried in Killarney. More say he rose again, more say he rose again, more say he rose again and joined the British Army. Thank you very much indeed, folks, and thanks to you all here at the StockHouse for having us once again. This is our fourth show and our 62nd show, and thanks to Mr. Zoom, since we first started them last April during the lockdown. It's been one way that we've kept in touch with all the people that are watching around the world and around Ireland and around Europe. And hopefully we'll be back on the road next month in August. We're hoping to do some shows in Derry and in France and in America and in September. So hopefully we'll get do real life shows with a real live audience. But until we do so, I want to remind you of the wonderful band of talent they have. First and foremost, the man to my left, sitting at the seat at the right, the left hand of the father. Andreas Durkin, all the way from the great county of Cavan, the man indeed that has indeed a magical and passionate voice. And I want you to give him a big warm round of applause and recognise the wonderful, talented man that he is. Come on.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
And right behind here, Wayne is right behind me here, playing the bass from County Offaly. He has a man that is multi-talented, and I told you earlier that not only is he a great historian, a man who has shown around Kilmainham Jail thousands of people and told them the stories behind the prison, and he loves the songs and the heritage that he was born into. His mum and dad are here tonight to watch the show, and imbued with the spirit of Ireland, the spirit of our music and traditions. Let's hear it from Wayne Burton. And next to him, boys and girls, a man indeed, when we speak of the young Wolfe tones, and we've been going about nearly 16 years, at the very first band, this was the youngest Wolfe tone, Jim Woods. And Jim, indeed, multi-talented, great board player, accordion player. And as I said earlier, if the Martians ever come down, or the people from other planets, and they have instruments, Jim Woods will be able to play them, I can guarantee you that. So here he is, it is accordion and baron, Jim Woods.
Fair play to me.
And, you know, Pádraig has a wonderful band up in All Folked Up. And All Folked Up, many of them, I have to say proudly, that many of them were pupils of the Morris. She taught them their musical early in life, and they've proven to be a wonderful band, as is a family, or a wonderful family of musicians. We're very proud to have Pádraig here tonight in the absence of Milo, that had to go for a family reunion. And we hope indeed he's had a great night, but we've had a great night here too. And I'm sure Pádraig is here tonight, all the way from Tyrone, to display his talents. So give him a big bullabus. Pádraig, come on. And last but by no means least, I want to say that Damaris is an exceptional banjo player, a wonderful teacher, and puts a great deal of her life into music, and particularly propagating that music to young people. So we're all very happy to be here this evening, and we're going to ask you all to join us with Pete St. John's great song, The Fields of Athenry, and here's to sing it, no better man than Andreas. So, toodaloo, and we see you.
Yes, and lots of thanks very much, Derek, and I know Andreas wants to. You do, but
Oh no! Well, I thought you were going to go do a few requests. Sorry, go ahead.
there is Josie Fletcher, and I want to say a special shout out to a wee boy down there that's sitting in front of us. One of 4 people that's sitting in the audience there tonight.
In the toilet queue.
And seemingly, Pádraig was telling me he's taught himself the banjo, and what an amazing young lad. So
He travelled all the way to be here tonight. So
he
fair
travelled
play
all
to
the
you.
way from Tyrone to be... Tyrone, is that right? Yeah,
And he had your birthday cake.
Canberra to be here tonight, yeah.
He had your birthday cake.
So you're very welcome.
Well,
Keep
it
up
would
the
have
good
been-
work.
It would have been like an ashtray if I didn't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go in for the big thank you to Stephen and Darren, our sound and technicians here, who put together this show and put it across the world for us, and give us our sound here on stage, which is great. Thank you, lads, as always. And as always, one big thank you to the StockHouse here, to all the staff, management, who look after us and look after you, who are downstairs eating and who are queuing at the toilet, who look after everybody. So thank you very much, lads. But none of us would be here, folks, if it wasn't for this gentleman here in the middle. We christened him Castro for the night. He looks good, doesn't he? Ladies and gentlemen, in the business for over 55 years, the original member, the lead singer with the Wolfe tones, he's now our lead singer, and we're delighted to have him. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Derek Warfield.
Oh, here's Andreas now with The Fields of Athenry, folks. So let's see you sing with us. Come on.
Hey, hey. One, two, three, four.
prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Michael, they are taking you away, for you stole your valiant scorn, so the young might see the morn. Now the prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Everybody! Lord, lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. My lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, now you're free. Oh, Mary dear, come here, come here. Against the famine and the crowd, I regret he ran me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Everybody, here we go. Lord, the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. My lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. Shall she live in hope and pray for love in Bonnie Bay? It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Together. Lord, lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wings, we had dreams and songs to say. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. One more time, here we go. Lord, lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Was on the wings, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of
Thank you very much, folks.
Thank you.
Well, that brings us to the end of the evening, and from myself, Derek Warfield, and the Young Wolfe Tones, until next Friday here at the StockHouse, good night, God bless, and sing with us a nation once again.
Big thanks to again to Pork from All Folk Dub, Pork Mon, and to Jim Woods, my brother. So thank you.
Fair play, Jim. And myself and Porrick will be gate crashing next week.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we do this again next week?
Yeah, the food in Guinness
Milo
is
could
very
be-
good here in
Milo
the
could be still
Stockhouse.
Milo could be still tied up. He could be still tied up.
That's it. And while we've got the good weather, make sure you call in here to the Stockhouse and support them because they're supporting live music, so fair play to them.
Here, here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
When boyhood's fire was in my blood, I read of ancient freemen of Greece and Rome who bravely stood, 300 men and 3 men. And there I prayed I yet might see our fetters rent in twain, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again, a nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. It lists for two that freedom mark and service high and holy would be profound by feelings dark of passion vain or lowly. But freedom comes from God's right hand and needs a godly train, and righteous men will make a land, a nation once again, a nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. So as I grew from boy to man, I bent me to that bidding. The spirit of its selfish plan with cruel passion ruling. And thus I hope someday to aid. How can such hope be vain? When my dear country will be made a nation once again, a nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again, a nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. Good night, God bless.